I'm a mother of three. I have a daughter who's 16 years old, a 13-year-old son, and a 3-year-old son. I'm a school teacher. I teach special education, and I teach children who are very ill. So I go into the homes of the children because they're unable to go to school. So I've been blessed with the opportunity to have a house built with Habitat for Humanity. It's been very encouraging process. Like, I was so excited when I got the news and just looking forward to my family being in a stable home. It's important for stability, for my children to have a place that they can call home. I live in an apartment now. I've been in this apartment for about 6 years, and I moved there from a smaller apartment where I had no windows in the apartment. Like, I was literally looking at a brick wall every day, and so that was like super depressing. I initially lived in a neighborhood that was very, very I would say depressing. Like, I moved out of the neighborhood because I was depressed. And I realized that many apartments are kind of the same. There's a lot of activity going on, a lot of disturbances throughout the night, having to wait for repairs, having to beg for repairs, and not being able to just take the initiative to do things on my own. So I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to, is if something happens in my home, I can fix it immediately and I don't have to wait for anyone to come and help me. I've taken financial literacy classes. That's part of the initial process before we go out to work on the construction sites. We do financial literacy, which teaches us how to budget, how to save for future needs. It teaches us about credit responsibility. It teaches us as far as mortgage and interest and what they expect from banks and things of that nature. And just basically how to prepare for the future of being a homeowner. Oh, and I brought the children to see the house. That was fun because they were going through, okay, this room is gonna be mine, this room is gonna be mine. And they actually chose their rooms based on the view from the windows. And so I think that kind of touched my heart, especially coming from a place where we didn't have a view. You know, we just had bricks to look at, and for them to be so particular about, oh, I want this room because I like this view, that meant a lot to me. I think it's important that my children have a house for stability, especially as a single parent. And also because I want my children to see that no matter what the circumstances are that they may face in life, they're still able to accomplish goals. With the baby, he kind of makes everybody's room his room, including the living room. He calls the living room his room. So it'll be good for him to have his own personal space with his toys and everything, and the older kids get to have their space. Some of the things I'm excited about for the home, the first thing I'm excited about is a garden. I'm looking forward to having a garden in the backyard. I'm looking forward to my children being able to enjoy a backyard, to enjoy grass outside. And we don't have to go to the park to do that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. The neighborhood is a really great neighborhood. It's an established neighborhood. The school district is an excellent school district. And so I feel like it's really a perfect blessing. And when I say perfect blessing, I mean like specifically for me, because the neighborhood is somewhere where I wanted to live. The house is perfect for my family. Like, everything is perfect. And so although it's been a process, it's worthwhile because it's like it was worth the wait. You know? To the volunteers, I would say that we definitely appreciate the hard work. We appreciate the effort that they put in. We appreciate them taking pride in the work that they do, because the volunteers, the red hats that go out, they take such good pride in what they do. And I feel like it's even better than getting a house built from one of the major companies that's out there, because those people don't know you, when they're building homes. But the Red Hats really get to know who you are. When the volunteers come out, they get to know who you are. And so they take pride in the work that they're doing for your home. So I'm definitely grateful for the donors that help sponsor my home, because without those donors, I don't think that this process would have been possible. It wouldn't have been, it would have been very, very hard to try to have a home built that suits my family's needs on my own. And so I'm very grateful for the sponsors and what they did to help my family. I think without Habitat, it would have been a very, very long process, and it probably would have been several more years before I was able to move into my own home. And chances are my children would have probably been grown-ups before I was able to have my own home. So being able to get a home through Habitat for Humanity, it allows me to be able to raise my family and to be able to afford to have a home for my family. Without Habitat, I wouldn't have been able to afford a mortgage.
Because I know in apartments there's a lot going on, and when you're in a house, you feel safe, you're comfortable, and that's what's most important.